The ship named Horizon Path drifted across the quiet stretch of the Orion Verge, carrying a small crew assigned to chart mineral-rich asteroids. Among them was a young technician named Aaron, who preferred to work in the corner of the engineering deck where the hum of the engines gave him comfort. He had joined the mission to escape the noise of crowded stations and to prove that even a quiet human could be useful among the countless species of the Coalition. The galaxy was wide, and humans were still new to many of its borders. Some worlds welcomed them, some feared them, and some had legends about them that stretched far beyond truth. Aaron knew this, yet he kept his head low and focused on his work. One cycle, while inspecting a damaged sensor array on the exterior hull, his tether suddenly jerked. He felt the pull of something strong and unnatural. Before he could signal for help, a surge of blue light swallowed him. The void vanished from sight, replaced by an unfamiliar chamber filled with carved metal walls, glowing vines, and a scent that reminded him of storm winds. His heart pounded as he steadied himself, unsure if he had been captured by pirates or transported by some unknown field. He reached for his device, but it fizzled with static. A heavy door slid open with a hiss, and an alien figure stepped into the room. She was tall, armored in living scales that shimmered like moonlit stone, and her gaze held a fierce intensity. Her features were sharp yet striking, with long arcs of horn-like ridges framing her cheeks. She wore a mantle carved with symbols that suggested royalty, or perhaps an elite warrior caste. She approached with a step that seemed equal parts cautious and commanding. Aaron straightened instinctively. She studied him for a long moment, then spoke in a voice that echoed through the chamber like a low chime. Her translator projected the meaning with a tone of authority. "You are mine." Aaron froze, unsure if he had understood correctly. Perhaps her language had a different nuance, or perhaps he was being claimed as a prisoner. Before he could respond, her eyes focused sharply on his face. Recognition flashed across her expression, and she stepped back as if struck. Her breath shuddered. "Human," she whispered. Her stance shifted from confidence to tension, as if she had stumbled upon something far more dangerous than expected. Aaron raised his hand slowly. "I come in." "Peace," he said. His voice sounded small in the vast chamber. The alien woman circled him with caution. There was no fear in her movements, only a wary respect. It was the look someone gave to an unpredictable creature. Aaron did not know whether to feel insulted or flattered. After a moment, she stopped in front of him again and crossed her arms. "I am Lyran," she said, "matron of the outer clans. You have been brought here by a binding call, one that selects the strongest connection in proximity." Her eyes narrowed. It was not meant to reach a human. Aaron tried to make sense of her words. "So you summoned someone," he said, "and you got me instead." "It should not have been possible," she answered. "Your kind is still whispered about as myth among my people. The stories say humans are reckless, relentless, shaped by survival that borders madness. Old records say your ancestors fought storms of radiation and carved cities under broken skies. They say no other species matches your ability to adapt." Aaron blinked. "Most of us struggle to adapt to new cafeteria menus," he said. The room seemed to shift. Lyran stared at him, almost confused by his dry tone. She moved a step closer. "You are unlike the legends," she said. "Most humans are," Aaron replied. Lyran turned away and touched a panel on the wall. A holographic window opened, showing a map of drifting star clusters. "My people are at war," she said. "A rival clan seeks dominance over our territory. A ritual required me to call for an ally, someone marked by fate. The binding should have selected a warrior of my kind." Aaron frowned. "And instead it pulled a technician hanging off a damaged sensor." Lyran let out a slow breath, Perhaps fate has made a mistake, she said. Her voice held a trace of disappointment. Aaron felt a spark of irritation. Maybe fate saw something you missed, he said. Lyran looked at him again, this time with a hint of curiosity. Explain, she said. You assume strength is simple, Aaron said. But strength takes many forms. Maybe I cannot tear through armor or break boulders, but I can solve problems that keep your ships running. I can fix things. I can think under pressure. And humans have a habit of surviving situations that make no sense. Lyran considered his words. My people value action over analysis, she said. But your confidence is noted, he shrugged. I am not confident, he said. I am trying not to panic. For the first time, Lyran's expression softened. She motioned for him to follow her. They stepped through winding corridors, lined with glowing roots that carried energy. Other members of her species watched from shadows, whispering in hushed tones. Aaron heard the word human repeated again and again. Their gazes held awe mixed with caution. Aaron wished they would stop staring. He felt like an animal placed in a museum. Lyran led him to a vast hall where a circular platform waited. This is the arena of judgment, she said. The ritual must be completed. To break it invites ruin. You must prove your worth. She paused. Do you fight? Aaron shook his head. Not in the way you expect, he said. A group of armored warriors approached. Their leader carried a blade forged from living metal. If the human fails, the bond dissolves and the matron must face the rival clan alone, the leader said. Tradition demands trial. Aaron sighed. What kind of trial? He asked. Endurance, Lyran said. Strength of the inner flame. The platform lit with swirling lines of light. Aaron stepped onto it, feeling warmth rise around him. The warriors formed a circle. Lyran stood at the front, watching with a tense expression that the trial began. A burst of pressure struck Aaron's senses like a wave. It was not physical violence. It was a mental storm. The platform projected illusions meant to overwhelm the participant. The shapes twisted into shadows, storms, and echoing memories. Aaron felt fear claw at him. He remembered moments of loneliness, times he had failed, times he had been told he was too quiet, too small, too unimportant. The illusions amplified those voices, but he did not crumble. He steadied his breath. These are memories, he said to himself. Nothing more. The illusions shifted again. This time they showed collapsing structures, broken metal frames, and flickering sparks. Aaron saw an engineering deck similar to his own. He stepped forward, analyzing the projections. They want me to endure, he said. But humans do more than endure. We fix things. He moved through the illusions with focus. He examined each failing structure. He imagined how he would repair them. He reconstructed in his mind the correct angles, the proper energy flows, the stabilizing supports. The platform responded. The illusions brightened. The storms faded. The shapes reshaped into solid forms. The warriors watching murmured in shock. Lyran stepped closer to the edge of the arena. He is shaping the trial, she whispered. He is bending it to his will. Aaron continued forward. The final illusion rose in front of him, a towering form meant to symbolize the weight of destiny. It loomed above him, daring him to collapse. Aaron straightened his back. I am human, he said. We do not kneel to pressure. He reached out and touched the surface of the illusion. It shattered into radiant shards that dissolved into light. Silence filled the hall. The platform dimmed. Aaron staggered, exhausted but standing. The warriors bowed their heads. The leader stepped forward. He has passed, the leader said. The binding is complete. Lyran approached slowly. Her expression held disbelief mixed with admiration. You shaped the trial with intellect, she said. No warrior of my people has ever done that. Eren shrugged weakly. I just fixed what was broken, he said. Leiran placed a hand over her chest, a gesture of deep respect among her people. You are my bound ally now, she said. Not a servant, not a possession, a partner chosen by fate. He hesitated. Earlier you said I was yours, he said. Leiran lowered her gaze. Those words were spoken before I knew what you were, she said. My reaction came from stories told since my youth. Some say humans cannot be controlled. Some say they cannot be predicted. Some say they burn too brightly to be held. Eren laughed softly. I am mostly tired, he said. And hungry. Leiran blinked, caught between confusion and amusement. You are unlike anything I imagined, she said. As the cycles passed, Eren was introduced to the clan's vast fleet. Their ships were powered by living energy that required delicate tuning. Eren became indispensable. He solved problems their engineers had struggled with for years. He stabilized failing reactors. He improved their navigation systems. He even mediated disputes by explaining how humans handle conflict through problem-solving rather than dominance. Word spread. The matron's human ally became a legend among her people. Some feared him. Some admired him. Some approached with cautious awe. Eren handled it with patience. He never boasted. He simply worked. Leiran watched him often. Not with fear anymore, but with a deep respect. She found his resilience remarkable. She found his quiet determination soothing. She found his ability to adapt inspiring. She realized that humans were not monsters from old myths. They were complicated, vulnerable, strong in ways unseen. And Eren was the clearest example. When the rival clan launched an attack, the fleet prepared for battle. Leiran stood beside Eren on the command deck. Our enemy believes you are a weapon, she said. I am a technician, he said. You are more than that, she said. The battle erupted across the stars. Enemy ships moved with brutal precision. Leiran's fleet responded, but struggled against unexpected tactics. Eren studied the sensor readings. He saw patterns invisible to others. They are using mirrored energy nodes, he said. They cannot handle sudden shifts in frequency. Leiran nodded. Explain what must be done. He pointed to the fleet's formation. Change the energy output, he said. Not by force, but by rhythm. A pulse no machine can stabilize. He tapped the console. Humans learned this trick while repairing early reactors. Leiran issued the order. The fleet executed the maneuver. Energy rippled through space. The rival ships faltered. Their formations collapsed. The battle turned. Victory followed. The clan cheered. The matron stood tall. Eren simply let out a long breath. Later, in the quiet after the battle, Leiran approached him. You changed the course of my people, she said. You gave me a chance, he said. She looked at him with steady eyes. I no longer shudder when I hear the word human, she said. Now I think of strength born from humility. I think of clarity in chaos. I think of you. Eren felt warmth rise in his chest, though he tried to hide it. I am still just Eren, he said. Leiran placed a hand lightly on his shoulder. And that is more than enough, she said. The galaxy would remember many heroes. Some carried blades. Some carried power. Eren carried tools and quiet resolve. Yet in a world shaped by war and tradition, he became something that no one expected. A human who changed the fate of an entire clan. A companion chosen not by force, but by destiny shaped through courage and mind. Across the stars, new stories began to spread. Not of monsters, not of myths, but of a human and an alien matron standing side by side, equal in honor and spirit. And each time someone repeated the legend, they spoke of the moment it all began. The moment an alien woman declared, "You are mine," and then realized humans were far more than old tailies could ever capture.